who doesn't love a good conspiracy theory or, an X-Files type, space aliens conspiracy? But the reason that I jumped on this one is because it had a little bit more street cred, if you will, than your typical run-of-the-mill Aliens Among Us conspiracy.
We on a previous podcast, Keith.
Yeah, now look, you guys, before you all go nuts going on about how, these guys don't know jack about, aliens in space. Well, duh. It's the counter show. This is done in jest. We're having a good time here. All right.
We're just as curious as the rest of the people out there, man. And we find it to be good conversation. So back to aliens are real. Go ahead.
Yeah. So this guy, Harvard astronomer, argues that an alien vessel paid us a visit. Now this is phys.org. This is a physics website. Okay, this is not like Area 51 alienencounters.com, right? This is highly educated individuals,
right?
Presenting.
I mean, they're working on Occam's razor standards, man. So there's a guy that just released a book. His name is Avi Loeb, and he says that now wait a minute now. Are you sure it's Loeb? It could be Loeb.
Oh, it could be.
Do you remember Lisa Loeb?
That was Loeb. She went by Lisa Loeb, didn't she?
All right, I've had this argument with many people in many bars, and I always lose.
But anyway.
Okay.
I don't know. Lisa Loeb, I think it was. Now I can't. I'm not going to be able to let that go. Okay.
What's the name of that song?
I can't. It's left me. The fact that you actually know it. What is it?
She said, "The only one in it." Right?
Yeah.
now you have that in your head for the rest of the day, and all you too, listeners.
All right, so this guy's got a book out, and he's convinced his peers in the scientific community that it's extremely possible. So some of his credentials: he was the longest-serving chair of astronomy at Harvard. Okay, so again, not necessarily the crackpot you would expect, right, from stuff like this. Okay,
right.
He's published hundreds of papers.
I believe, man.
He's collaborated with greats, including Stephen Hawking. Okay.
Yes.
So you can't. So just dismissing this as another crackpot theory, maybe not as easy as your usual.
Well,
okay.
The interesting thing that I found about this, Keith, was the fact that everybody was caught by so much surprise after. It was we as a planet. Everybody is keeping their eye out for things coming our way. They didn't really kind of catch the momentum of this thing until after it was going out of our galaxy. And so this is what makes this even more interesting.
Yes. So here are the facts that he's laid out. Now, this is Oumuamua, which we podcasted about on this program, what, Jay, like a year ago?
No, it wasn't that long ago, man.
It
was about 7 months ago, yes.
All right. So
I hate to say I told you so.
All right,
hey, man.
So here's the facts, okay? By the way, Oumuamua means scout in Hawaiian.
That's right.
And in October 2017, astronomers observed an object moving so quickly it could only have come from another star. This is the first recorded interstellar interloper, okay? It didn't seem to be an ordinary rock because after slingshotting around the sun, it sped up and deviated from the expected trajectory propelled by a mysterious force. Okay? This could easily be explained if it were a comet expelling gas and debris, but there were no visible evidence of this outgassing. So, like a comet trail or tail. We talked about that on this show. The traveler also tumbled in a strange way, as inferred by how it got brighter and dimmer in scientists' telescopes, and it was unusually luminous, possibly suggesting it was made from bright metal. All right?
Right.
So these guys now, it doesn't fit any previously known explanations. It's not a comet because it's not expelling gas like it would when it comes close to a star. Okay, it's not. It's weird trajectory and the tumbling effect, I think, is what what really threw people off. Oumuamua was never photographed close up during its brief sojourn. We only learned of its existence once it was already on its way out of our solar system. Well, that's curious, don't you think?
Right.
I mean, how did you miss that? It flies right past you and it's tumbling over and over, and nobody notices it in our solar system?
Because it's an odd, intelligent form of craft.
What was the Romulan cloaking device that they used on Star Trek, right?
That's it, man. Yeah.
So they started to run simulations, and they're trying to figure out from that what it could be, right? There are two shapes that fit the peculiarities observed: long and thin like a cigar, or flat and round like a pancake, almost razor thin. Loeb says simulations favor the latter and believe the object was deliberately crafted as a light sail propelled by stellar radiation.
Right.
So made by another organic being, I guess, right?
Yeah, an intelligent life form of some sort out there discovering what's out there. Just like we do. We send stuff out, orbiters, or ships or things that just go way out there, So
he said, before encountering our sun, Oumuamua was at rest relative to nearby stars, statistically very rare. Okay? Rather than think of it as a vessel hurtling through space, from the object's perspective, our solar system slammed into it. Okay? Yeah. And then Loeb goes on to say, perhaps Oumuamua was likely a buoy resting in the expanse of the universe. So, think of it like a tripwire left by an intelligent life form waiting to be triggered by a star system as it passes through.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Man, I hope hope they can get some more information, but it's gone. I don't know if can we send Elon out after this thing? Or
well, he's got his Starman car out there. I don't know if they can change directions or not, but maybe not.
Put it in reverse and go catch up with this thing. So.